Hello, everybody. I'm Marvin Weisman. This is the Weedkend Show podcast. This is my buddy Sar.
What's up, everyone?
And today we're with a very special person, my good friend, my brother, Benjamin Shwartz.
Hello.
Thank you, Benny, for inviting us into your beautiful studio. We're very excited to be here. This is a fantastic studio in Mexico City. It's conveniently located. I like where it's located.
Mm-hmm.
It's very easy to park, and I love the materials in the studio. It's fantastic. He does a lot of recordings here. He's also a musician. He's gonna tell us everything about Mr. Benny Shwartz. I actually played with him with Klezmerson. That's my favorite band that you've ever had. I love Klezmerson. So Benny Shwartz, thank you very much. Tell us a little bit about what you do here in the studio.
Well, I do pretty much everything that has to do with music production and audio, and I do music, basically music
For TV?
for TV, for movies. I do albums for musicians. I also rehearse here with my band, with Klezmerson, and anything you can imagine. I mean,
Now, what kind of music?
Post-production.
What kind of music is Emerson?
Klezmerson.
Or Klezmerson, sorry.
Yeah, Klezmerson, Lake and Palmer.
Klezmerson, Lactes, and Foilmers.
Klezmerson is a
Wow.
crazy thing. It's like transgender.
You guys
Music.
ever see that series Transparent? It's kind of like that. No, yeah, but at first, what's klezmer music? Because it's klezmer is a style of music, and son is another style, and it's a mix of the names. It's Klezmerson. So
I didn't know that. What's klezmer?
Klezmer is like the traditional Jewish
Oh, okay.
music.
Was that what we were listening to?
Yeah, but we don't play like traditional Jewish music.
that's where the son comes in.
We do like monster with many heads going around, but the name is in there, like it has klezmer, it has son, like Mexican son, like Venezuelan or Cuban or
Yeah.
where, and it has a lot of jazz, rock, and
Yeah.
free.
But it was because before we started the podcast, he was playing some music. That's what it was. Klezmerson.
Yeah, that's Klezmerson,
Klezmerson.
but what he's saying is that the traditional klezmer music is...
It's nothing like that.
No,
Oh, yeah.
it's... I mean, they don't let klezmerson play in synagogues. I mean, they freak out.
Yeah, they don't like
We
it.
tried it once. They were like,
Oh, that's
you
too
call
loud.
this klezmer music, you're going to hell.
Well, there was like a little sound like like Middle Eastern
Yeah.
sound. That's where the klezmer is like. Yeah,
Yes.
I really liked it.
It's like
It's
mixed
world
with
music.
Yeah.
Well, world music. It's very open,
Yeah,
thing.
definitely.
but it's more like close to Middle Eastern music and gypsy music and
I don't know.
No, and they're it's very popular, much more than people know. There's like klezmer festivals all over the planet, and there's klezmer bands. They play maybe a little more traditional, but still, I mean, I've seen Klezmerson go on some tours and play in some really amazing cities, and that's cool because it's at least Europeans they get in contact with it immediately because they hear the violins and they hear the flaut and certain things that are like, oh, this reminds me of my music. But yeah, definitely it's a mix of a lot of things. It's very interesting. I think everyone should definitely check it out. And it's been rough, no? I mean, now with the COVID, not being able to go and play and are you guys even rehearsing right now, or?
no, we're lazy. We're just not doing anything really. No, we're just trying to compose new music and figuring out
More studio time.
more studio time and figuring out what is the purpose of doing what we do, no? The
Because
purpose
you
of
love
life.
No, it's beautiful. It's like to life, lechayim, but on steroids. It's really good. And
with heavy metal.
with
and,
heavy
yeah.
metal.
And just so you guys know, Marvin was the singer, was singing one of the songs there.
They
Yeah.
invited me for a whole album. I had a blast. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
had-
because they've always been an instrumental band, you know, without vocals. And then when I moved to Mexico, I was like, can I sing? 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 And then one day he said, Marvin, you can sing.
that's
Get
true.
permission.
Sang. It was awesome, dude. It was a
was.
great experience. I actually got to travel to Toronto with you guys.
We did the Ashkenaz festival. That was really cool.
It's beautiful. Yeah. And to see Toronto in the spring, I was like, is this the same Toronto I was in the winter? It changes. So you can't recognize the city.
It's actually nice,
amazing.
dude.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's nice for 3 months, and then it gets kind of cold.
Yeah, no, I liked it in winter, but
Kinda.
yeah, I couldn't recognize anything.
Yeah.
You know, I was walking there with them, and I'm like, the first time I'm in Toronto, I guess, because it changes so much from spring, especially spring, and everyone was like, you know, when you go in winter, everyone's covered up. There, everyone was naked pretty much. You know, all the girls in bikinis, and me and Benny, we were naked.
We were in bikinis, remember?
I was naked. I asked permission. They didn't give me any, but I went naked anyway. I like being naked.
Yeah.
It's fun.
We had to cover him.
And that's when Marvin lost his visa to Canada.
Yeah.
And they kicked me out of the band.
But that's another
But
podcast.
that's another podcast, yeah. I don't want to talk about that anymore. Pick a topic. I'm verklempt.
I want to talk
but
about
Klezmerson.
No, sorry. I want to talk about the studio. It's really nice. Like you were saying, you know, it's a very nice studio. But where are we? Like, we're in Mexico City, are we?
This neighborhood is called Anzures. Anzures.
And Zoyres.
Anzures. Anzures. This is like a very centered. If you look at a map, it's like in the middle of Mexico City.
Yeah.
I think it's not the historic center, but it's close to everybody.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a good location.
it's a good location. It's a nice neighborhood.
Because you got Polanco right here, and then you
Yeah,
have
Condesa really close,
That's
and
definitely
Colonia
a good
Roma
location, yeah.
really close, and we from here can do to the south of the city like 10-15 minutes, and
You got the Bosque,
we have Chapultepec here like really close, walking distance.
It's awesome.
Yeah, and
I usually come walking. It was raining today, and
Yeah.
I had microphones and stuff to bring. But
Mhm.
I usually, when I go to Polanco, I go through the forest, Chapultepec. I love it.
And you can come here and bike me by bike.
It's awesome. Yeah, that's something about Mexico City that a lot of people don't know. They've really invested a lot in the whole biking thing.
Yeah.
And they have bike lanes, and you can get bikes everywhere. They have these bike stands where you just grab the bike, you get a card, and you pay a monthly or a yearly fee, and you have bikes all over the city. It's quite amazing, actually.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, when I got here, they were just starting, and I've seen it really just grow and grow. And then they had the scooters and everything, but then COVID, but the bikes are still running. I see, you know, and it's great.
It's growing. It's growing. The bike thing it's still growing.
Yeah, the bike culture, I think it's good for a city with so many cars and so many people, you know, that they can give them an opportunity to don't go in the car, I mean, and take your bike if you can, if it's close enough. And a lot of people do it. I mean, in Reforma, you see a lot of people riding the eco bicis, and they're wearing their suits and ties, and it's cool. I think that looks very modern.
It's a really good city for biking because it's flat.
Yeah.
It's not like there's no hills, nothing. You can really just bike from here to the airport, and it's completely flat the whole way. So it's really good for that. You
I
don't
wouldn't
break a
go
sweat.
to the airport.
Yeah. Well, I took it too far.
I go the other way.
Yeah, there's still no bike lane there.
Some things I couldn't. No, the airport. No.
And
With the bags and everything.
And for
No.
example, I know you've played with a lot of amazing musicians. Like, and who have you worked with here in this studio or in your other studios? Because I mean, you've had a studio for a long time, but you've just moved around to different places.
Yeah. I've been moving around. This is the fourth studio I've had. I don't know. Everybody, I can't think of, everybody came here to record. I mean, many musicians from all over the world, from the US here, from the band. I don't know if you know the band Cleric,
Cleric.
like
Sounds
a really
familiar.
heavy metal.
Okay.
Really, well, not the band Claire, but some of the musicians came here to record. Jesse Harris, songwriter from Mexico. I don't know, everybody. I think everybody has come here.
That's awesome.
I mean,
who's the most famous? Let's see, from the U.S. Who's popularly wise, like who's the most famous person that has
Me.
Step inside your studio?
Marvin, absolutely. He's the most famous guy.
Like that people will know. Like, is there any bands, like, big bands that a lot of people will know? They're watching this.
You know what? I don't. I can't think of.
A.B. Toiber? He's huge.
I don't know.
In space.
Or who's your most favorite one? The one that you were like, that's the best band that I ever had to work with. Yeah.
The thing is, I mean, I've done many things for too many projects here. The least thing I do here is record the albums for bands.
Oh, okay.
I mainly use this studio for my music.
Okay.
So the musicians that come here to record are from those bands, but they come here to record the music that I do for films or for other things. No, they don't come here to record their albums or their. Some of them come here and record other stuff for. But if they want, I mean, if they're like huge bands or whatever, they go to other kind of studios. Like they go to studios like are in the desert or I don't think that if there are like big bands, like they want to go to a really quiet place. They don't want to go to Mexico City.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
I wouldn't come here. I mean, if I was going to, I record my records here because it's my studio and I don't have to spend any money. But if I had to record somewhere else, I mean, I go to some studio.
This place in Valle de Bravo,
in Valle de Bravo, or some other place. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
So you get more ideas and stuff like that? Is that why they want to go to,
like they want to be out of the city, it depends of the band too. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're like, no, I need the concrete jungle. But most musicians, they want to be in nature, away from everything, relax, have no noise,
Now, in these days, you don't even need a studio like this to record an album complete, no? You can take your computer and a good interface and a good microphone, and with that, you have enough to capture.
There's a great example, the Postal Service. Have you ever listened to the Postal Service?
Yeah.
No.
It's amazing, and it's the singer from Death Cab for Cutie and a very famous programmer. And at the beginning, it was, here, I'll send you this, sing over it. And he would sing over it, and it's beautiful what they do. And it's just two guys, and they weren't even in the same country, So yeah, I believe you. Nowadays, the technology has advanced so much that even me and Sar can have a podcast.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
And we can take it everywhere.
We can take it everywhere.
No, but the thing is exactly that. I mean, I did like 3 songs last year, the COVID thing, and I sent the song to a friend in Argentina, and they recorded something there. And in Amsterdam, they recorded something else, and in New York, they recorded something else. And they don't record it in a big studio, or not even in a studio. They record it in their living room. Yeah. And it sounds amazing. Yeah. And then I bring it here, and here, this is my space. This is a really professional studio because I built it for me. Exactly. Because I like it this way, because I know how to operate it. And I'm old enough to I've been working, like Marvin says, like many years before when this was needed, no? Like to have a big studio, a big space. I don't think that anybody needs these big spaces anymore. I don't think so. But I like it. I like it because it's my space. It's my living room. No, I don't.
And talking about New York, you work a lot with someone in New York, no?
I do. I work with a lot of people from New York, but mainly with John Zorn.
And so you're always working at a distance, because he doesn't come here all the time and like, okay, Benny, I want to see what you're doing,
No, he sends me his music and I have to arrange and record and
it's not easy, man.
It's not easy. It's not
But
easy.
it's amazing what you do with him. I love it. It's
Mhm.
really,
It's crazy music.
yes, it's heavy klezmer. It's like, oh my god, I love it, dude.
Yeah, it's crazy because there's like many ensembles that we share. We share this thing. He sends music to different ensembles, and every ensemble does different styles of music with his music, and
It's amazing.
it's really fun to see what everybody has a different optic and does crazy music with his.
Yeah, if you guys don't know Sadik Records, John Zorn, definitely check it out. It's
Mhm.
he works a lot with Mike Patton and Mr. Bungle and these that can give you an idea of how crazy and verklempt his
Mhm.
music is. I love it. It's very funky, and ever since you started working with him, I can see the evolution of Klezmerson. You know,
Mhm.
it's
It was thought in the beginning because of him. He was the first seed of
Yeah.
Klezmerson. No,
Yeah.
when I heard his music, I thought I need to do something like this. We were like, what were we, like 18 years old when we
when we met in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we were listening to Mr. Bungle, we were listening to Frank Zappa, and we
That's
didn't.
right.
That's the kind of music we like, no?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's the kind of music I'm making now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well,
I
we should
agree.
tell people, like, we didn't say anything about how do you guys know each other? Like, where do you guys
Mhm.
meet? Like,
Well, yeah, like Benny's from Mexico
From
City.
the ballet company,
Yeah,
right?
so we used to do ballet together. It was awesome, but then everything changed. He left me. No, I'm from Caracas, like most of you know, from Venezuela, and I went to go study vocals. I went to study music in Los Angeles, and turns out that this guy and our buddy Yangsu went to the same school I went to, and he lived in the same building. We rented in the same building, and we just became really close friends. And we had the Latino thing in common, the Jewish thing in common. We played there together. We listened to a lot of really funky music together, and we became very good friends. And then each one went back home. When we were done with our studies, he came back to Mexico, and you continued study. That's when you actually really got into the real heavy studying. I went back to Venezuela, and I had Chavez. No studying for me. I had Hugo. I miss you, Hugo. You son of a.
and you were doing vocals and you were doing keyboard, right?
Keyboard.
That's what you
Keyboard, yeah.
Okay.
But his main instrument well, he plays both, but also the viola, the violin. It's amazing, and that's what when you came back from LA, that's what you studied, no?
I studied composition.
Composition.
I studied composition, but I focused on the viola. And yeah,
You play very well the viola. I like it. It's very sexy.
the viola. There's a lot of jokes for the violas.
But I don't see one. Do you have one here? Oh, I see. Okay.
It's in the case.
Yeah. Nice.
You have to take care of this. It's very, very delicate. Not anyone can grab and touch this. You must ask permission.
Yeah. Well, it's difficult, no? It's difficult to play those stringed instruments when you come from playing the piano, that you play any key and it sounds in tune. And then you play these stringed instruments and they don't sound in tune.
Yeah. What's wrong with this?
And then you have to learn how to build the sound with your hands, no? Like a strong, long.
No, definitely. It's very hard to play all the stringed instruments, the classical ones especially. I think they're a lot more hard. They're much more difficult than a guitar or a bass. Like the violin and the viola and all the stringed instruments in an orchestra. Wow, man.
At least at the beginning, no? I mean, to start learning those, if you don't start when you're
Young,
little,
yeah.
because when you're young, it's because you have more patience, or maybe your brain is like a sponge.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
easier. It's a game.
Yeah.
And when you start older, and if you smoked a few things,
I don't want to play that anymore. I'm too stoned. Leave me alone. I play the piano. Look at that. Look at that. Sing us a song. You're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight.
Yeah. And then, it's easy to give up. And that's why everybody says that it's very difficult to play those stringed instruments.
Definitely, and it's very difficult to have a band. You know, it's like a marriage. It's really hard, man. I was unsuccessful. He's been unsuccessful many times, but he keeps it going. It's hard, man.
You have to be
but
really
you're there.
stubborn,
I mean,
stubborn. Yeah. You don't learn the lesson, and then again, keep trying.
Smack.
Now all the
No, I don't want to try again.
all the band members are all over the place, right? They're in the U.S., they're in Mexico, or most of them are in Mexico City.
Like the band
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, I mean, the band now is we are 4 people now. We used to be like,
Yeah, I saw that. There was
Like
like
we used to be
59.
like,
We
we
were
were
like
once
160.
we were 20 something.
Is that you guys?
That was awesome.
Is that the
No, this is
Okay.
something. Oh, that's me.
Is it?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's me.
Yeah. Oh, before the operation.
No, I just put some.
Just a wig? You look good.
Yeah,
You look really hot.
For those listening, we're watching a YouTube video, I think, right? Is that
yeah,
what
we
we're
were,
watching?
and then it changed somehow, and
Yeah.
but yeah, it looks cool. Well, anyway,
That was like a Klezmerson big band project.
it was a big band project. We were like 27, 28
Wow.
It
people.
was
yeah.
awesome.
Mhm.
It was very cool.
Now we're just 4 musicians.
And before, when we were what, 7?
7, 8. It was
7, 8.
It was a good number.
Yeah.
But it's like Marvin says, it's very difficult to be a band leader because you have to like be the bad guy, no?
Yeah.
To tell everybody where to be, when to be, what to do, and all the musicians know better.
Everyone is smarter than everybody else.
Everybody is smarter than everybody else, and everybody has their own bands, and everybody has their own projects, and everybody has their own ego and everything, and that's fine. But if you wanna be in a band that somebody is organizing, you have to follow some kind of
I feel
orders.
that what happens with a lot of bands is they don't see it as a company. And you
No.
have to see it as a company. A band is it has a structure, and the musicians should only, in my opinion, the musicians should dedicate their lives to composing and playing, and they should have a really good manager that does everything else. And then there's a tour manager, and then there's a personal manager, and then that's why there's so many parts that make a band work. But it's very hard. It's very complicated to keep a band together. How many
It
bands have
changed.
stayed together forever? You can count them with your hand. You
Yeah.
know, they change or they end. It's very hard.
Yeah.
And not only you play music like, you know, what you do with Klezmerson, but you've also done some music scores for movies and for some series on Netflix. And now for Tiempo de Cannabis. I mean, holy camole, man.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That's huge.
Yeah,
Oh, you're doing something for them too?
yeah.
Yeah, the new music for the show
Okay.
is by this guy.
Oh, I didn't know
It's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
Yeah, I like it. It's a nice tune. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to. It's not that I didn't want to, but it just
It
came in.
happened.
It happened. Yes.
Yeah.
I started doing music for films because a friend said, I have this friend who needs music for his movie, and it happened to be a movie that was going to be on theaters. So I was like happy to do it. I got paid for that.
Yeah,
That's always
definitely.
Really
Definitely.
well paid for some job that and after that one they came another, and then it came a big one, a big blockbuster in Mexico City.
What was the name?
Nosotros los Nobles.
Okay.
It was like a huge movie in Mexico, and the music was the director wanted exactly the kind of music I do. He wanted me to he hired me because he wanted Jewish Mexican crazy music,
And he got it.
and he got it, and it was a great match. We after
It's
that
a great movie.
it's a fun movie.
It's a
great
good movie.
It's
Is
a
it
good
a
movie.
funny movie? Is it a,
It's it's a
comedy?
comedy.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
Perfect.
It's really well written. It's
Yes.
really well done. It was huge. It sold a lot of.
If you haven't seen it, Nosotros los Nobles. Look it up, guys. It's
It's
I
really
think it's a
funny.
very good Mexican movie.
Who directed it?
Gas Salasraki.
Okay.
Gary. And then after that, the Netflix gave him this show that was called Club de Cuervos,
Oh, the soccer.
the soccer,
so
and then
the commercials.
I got to do all the music for that show, the 4 seasons of that. So it was a huge
No,
huge job.
and for me, not because you're my friend and because I like what you do, but I think it really goes amazing with the series because
Yeah.
I watched the first season. I didn't see the others, but the first season I really, whenever the music came in, especially the main score,
Yeah.
like the intro, it's
It's
really
funny, yeah, because it has
good,
the
man.
soccer thing and
Yeah, it's like
funny.
stadium. It's
Yeah.
amazing,
So
amazing.
how does that work? Because I'm actually new in this, right? So I'm learning a lot hanging out with Marvin,
Mm-hmm.
the whole music industry and everything. So how does that work? So you made every single song in that Netflix like program? Like,
the music
yes.
that they use.
The music that they use, every single one, almost every single one.
Mhm.
Sometimes they buy a famous song
oh, okay.
because they feel like they can use like some polyphonic spree or some guys music from some famous band,
Mhm.
and they buy it.
But then they have to pay more money, right?
They have to pay a lot of
Yeah.
money for those licenses.
Yeah.
So it's out of their budget. Many times it's completely out of their budget, and
Mhm.
they keep with my work. No, that it's
But yeah, like the main theme song. Whenever there's some, whatever
all the
music in
dramatic,
the background,
the dramatic stuff, all the background things, and also many other incidental music. It's all mine.
Mhm.
Everything that and
It's
also
cool, man. When I watch it, I'm like, because I recognize every time, and it's like,
and also sometimes music that you hear in a party or in a whatever
coming out
I
of the
do.
radio.
Yeah, it's mine also. No, so
Yeah.
it's a lot of work. I had to do one episode a week. Imagine 1 hour of music a week. It's a lot.
Yes, it is.
It's a lot,
Yeah.
a lot because I had to work, deliver.
So you watch it and then you make it, like or you're watching and you're making like.
Yeah,
music.
I had the episode before, and then they sometimes they put some
reference
music, which I don't really like because I have to compete against that sometimes because the reference music works so well
Yeah.
that I need, and they cannot put that reference music because they have to pay for that reference music and they don't have the money for. And sometimes that reference music is Gladiator or whatever you think. And so for Gladiator they had this orchestra or they had this like huge budget for and I had to do it here with
Your piano.
my piano or with 3 musicians or with 5 musicians because obviously the budget is not that.
But it sounds like it's a big orchestra.
It sounds like because you learn how to do it, and so it was like a school for me also, not like music, more. Now spaghetti western music. Now a drama. Now comedy. Now action. It was like a soccer game and action. No, he misses. Oh, there goes the boyfriend. Again, action. Imagine, no? It's like it's fun, but it's crazy. It's
And
you
that was
can
the
go
first
crazy,
time.
and
It's hard.
I went to my house and I was like,
Yeah.
and everybody, my
Dreaming
kids
about
and my
it.
wife were like, "Oh."
Dad, can I get some water? Ding, 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 ding.
"Wait!"
Don't do that. Dad, why are you in slow motion? Oh, I don't know.
I missed you.
Are you smoking weed again?
Yeah, I believe you, man, because that was one of the things when I did the Two Funky Jews. Remember, I did that in L.A. You know, we stopped pretty much because it's so hard to write comedy, dude. You know, and that's why when we interviewed Güero Cocom, the stand-up comedian, I kept telling him, I admire what you do because it's very hard. And when you're on a series and there's a schedule and you have to, because it's not like, oh yeah, whenever you're ready. No, it's like, this comes out this day, so I need the music by this day so I can edit it. And you know, it's hardcore.
And they were doing like these things, like they accepted, what do you say,
they did a lot of changes.
no, exactly. I mean, they were like,
The clients.
the clients.
Thank
yeah.
you, clients.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like, this is the final version of the edit of the episode 6, no? So this is it. Okay. I had it. Then I do music exactly for that episode, and then I
And
went
then they
to
go,
the 7th.
¿Qué crees?
Yeah. What do you think? No, we're in the 8th and the 9th episode, and then we go back to the 6th one. No, like, oh, the Netflix executive said that he doesn't feel like the music is doing the thing that he feels like.
It's not
But-
making him verklempt.
Yeah, but the director likes it, and the director, but the executive feel like it. And who am I working for? For the executives or for the director?
Yeah.
Or what do I feel like? What do my opinion matter at all? No, like am I the
Definitely.
expert? Am I the
It's
musician?
very difficult.
It's very difficult. I can't say that I enjoyed it. Fully enjoyed it. You know, it's not that much like everybody. Oh, how beautiful you live you earn your living doing what you love.
You do what you love.
It's so beautiful. I was like, fuck, what? You should walk.
Love you.
Love
Don't-
yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's not that easy. It's not an easy job, and it's sometimes you don't make the decisions. No, sometimes you're just
Just a
doing
gigolo.
It's
just
just
doing a service.
some suit in some office is a marketing major from
Maybe,
Harvard.
sometimes
He goes
it
like,
happens
"Ah,
Well,
like
see,
I don't
the
like
difficult part is that, like, these executive guys, you know, who are you? You know, I mean, yes, you're putting money and whatnot, but this guy who already approved it and liked it, he knows. I mean, he's the director. It makes him feel how the scene's supposed to feel. You know, I mean, just because you put money, it doesn't mean that you should have a say.
Yeah.
And that's my opinion, and that happens a lot because I do voiceovers.
But sometimes they
and
have
I've
to
been with
justify
clients.
their work. No?
Yeah.
That's the thing. They
That's
have
true.
to justify that they're working and they have an opinion, and they feel they are also very creative, and they know better than you because
That's true.
all the musicians are very lazy.
Oh, they're just a bunch of pothead smokers.
Yeah,
They're all
smokers.
stoned
They
all
don't know.
day.
They don't know. I know their job better than they.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, look at Bob Marley. Stoned all the time, playing amazing music, making people happy.
He
Oh, no, that was
redo.
great.
No, he should redo all his records. You know.
Definitely. Heavy metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wrong. Everything he did is wrong.
Yeah. Absolutely. And all those lyrics, man. Come on.
Now that's someone I miss. That's someone I do miss.
Yeah.
I would have loved to have seen Bob Marley live.
You
Must
didn't?
have been- no.
When was he killed? In the 60s?
No,
was not killed.
He
He
wasn't
died-
killed. He died of
Wait,
cancer.
He wasn't killed?
No.
I thought he was murdered.
No.
Oh,
No. They might have tried to kill him. That wouldn't surprise me. But well, there's a lot of conspiracy theories. But no. He died a long time ago. I can't remember the year. But yeah, I mean,
In the 80s.
But his music, I mean, I was born in '75, and I've always listened to so much Bob Marley because in the Caribbean, you know, when you're at the beach, it's Burning Spear, Israel Vibration, it's all this roots reggae because Jamaica's very nearby. And so, I mean, that's one artist that I really, for me, I mean, it would have been my major bucket list. I mean, the top. And recently, a lot of my favorite musicians have been passing away, like Bowie and Tom Petty, like people that I didn't get a chance to see. Pui, pui, pui.
Am I one of your favorite musicians? No.
Always. Always.
Oh no, I'm gonna die soon.
Yes, you are. We're all gonna die.
No, but yeah, it's definitely Bob Marley for me was and still is. I listen to him every day. If there's one musician that I always for a little while I just play, it's Bob.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
You know what I like though? I've traveled to many beaches all over the world, and there's always Bob
Someone,
Marley playing
yeah,
at the beach.
definitely.
Like it's just so like Bob Marley and the beach. Like that's like it just goes together.
Mm-hmm.
It really does. And now recently, Benny, what have you been doing in the quarantine? It's been rough, no? There's very little work.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the country's stopped like the whole world, where everyone's waiting to get
Vaccinated. We don't believe in anything anymore. We believe in what's Toy believe
Space
in?
Federation.
And the Space Federation and the galaxies of the universe of
Yeah.
the constellations.
I've been waiting for the aliens to come here and tell me what to do, but I heard. I mean, I did some music here.
It's the same as the Messiah. They never come. The aliens and the Messiah, they always promise to come. We're waiting and waiting and everything.
Yeah, it's weird because everybody sees them in YouTube and everything, and I never see them.
Have
That's
you ever
weird.
seen the aliens in Colorado?
No.
No?
Like real aliens? Are you guys
UFOs.
like for real now?
No?
No. I've seen like immigrants from Latin America.
I've seen like illegal aliens. And they look just like you, Marvin, and they talk just like you, man.
No, I've been doing music. Like I did a cover version of Plástico.
The Rubén Blades.
Ruben
Blades.
Yeah, I did that, and
The Prime Minister of Panama. No, just kidding. Almost.
yeah,
He should be.
the president.
He should be El Presidente.
And then
The video is amazing. I mean,
Yeah, it's crazy.
we were just watching that, and I mean, please, what's the name of the song?
The original song, it's called Plástico, but we called it Lady Plástico. Lady Plástica.
Lady Plástica.
Because everybody in Mexico who makes a mistake here or does something that he shouldn't do, they call him Lady or Lord. Like Lady Basura or Lady Lord.
Little Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah, if they do something and they catch him on the cell phone, it's a trend, no? And everybody's looking at them,
But the version is awesome, and the video, man, I was like,
it's crazy. Yeah, this guy.
Oh, the one we were
Daniel
watching?
Farah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a really good video. Actually.
This
Yeah.
guy took like old videos and old
vintage
footage,
but
and
really vintage, man.
and he animated it, and he
He made it go to the rhythm of the song.
yeah,
and
and he told the story absolutely
unbelievable.
unbelievable. He's an amazing.
Is he here from Mexico?
Yeah, he's original from Mexico. His family is from Lebanon.
Good food.
Good food,
Falafel.
and he's and he's an amazing.
What's his name?
Daniel Farah.
Daniel Farah. Amazing. What a video, man.
Yeah.
And we'll put it here. We'll put Lady Plastica. It's on YouTube. That's how you look for it, Lady Plastica.
Yeah.
Or look for Klezmerson.
Yeah, at the YouTube, there all the videos are uploaded to their
The
site.
first one is Lady Plastica, and then you'll see this crazy trip that Daniel Farah did. It's an amazing video. And then that's
Has he worked with other famous musicians?
yeah. He worked with other bands.
Because his work is amazing.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
works in amazing.
yeah, definitely check him out too, man. And check Klezmerson out. It's very interesting. It's very original. And I'm very proud to have been a part of Klezmerson because it was fun and to have a couple of songs with vocals. I love the one we did with the rabbi. Oh my God, man. I wanted to sing because it's in Yiddish.
Yeah.
It's in this old dialect. But he got a rabbi to actually.
That's a crazy story.
But yeah, the way they recorded it. Please tell how you recorded it because
I mean,
once you hear it, you're like, did he get into it? And I mean, he's like into it. He's like, no, he never heard the music.
You never heard the music. Yeah. The thing
Oh
is,
my God,
we had this story about superstition. The whole album is about superstition because we wanted to mix not only the music but also the ideas of the Jewish culture and the Mexican culture, and it was about the superstition thing. And we did a story about this guy who is a complete mess and who they curse, no? And the curse was, may God send you a fool and may you never get rid of him. And that's a really tough one, no? I had a fool for many years, and it was really tough.
It was rough.
It was rough to get rid of him, no? We all may.
We've all had those fools.
No, maybe.
Everyone's had a fool in their life.
Yeah.
At least one.
Yeah, like you can't get rid of that. No, you can't. You just can't. And I had to do that story, and we wrote that story in Spanish, but we couldn't sing it in Spanish. No,
Of course.
it didn't sound.
It doesn't sound right when you translate it.
No. And then we did it in English, and it didn't sound. No, it didn't sound okay. And then my aunt died, and I went to the graveyard.
Yeah.
And this rabbi was, and I was like, oh my God, I had an idea. And I went, everybody was crying and everybody was mourning and everything. And I went to him and I was like, can you sing in Yiddish? Yeah, absolutely. Can you come to my studio, please? And then he came to my studio. We translated the story to Yiddish.
And Benny would only go ding, ding.
We didn't have the song.
That's it. He would just give him the chords and the rhythm.
Yeah,
so
I was just like almost like clapping, and this guy was happy, just like singing whatever thing.
he got so into it.
Yeah, he was singing and out of tune and whatever, and I started building a song on top of what he sang, and it's a crazy.
It's amazing.
It's amazing. And
When
then
you-
he
when you
got to
hear
sing
it-
it live
Yeah.
everywhere.
When you hear the final version, the studio one with the rabbi, I mean, it's my favorite song from the album, dude. I love it. It's crazy, dude, because it's amazing how you build all the music around his voice. It feels like he's actually he's listening to that in his headphones, and he's like getting into it. That's what it feels like when you hear the song. I'm gonna play it for you, Sar. You're gonna love it. It's crazy. You're not gonna understand the word because it's in Yiddish. I don't understand Yiddish, but it's awesome, dude. And I got to do that live. Yeah, it was fun.
Many
I had the
times.
lyrics there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is that the one that you were just playing? Where you were like rapping or?
No, that was-
But it's from that album.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
It's from that album. I did 2 songs on that album. I did 7, and I did Klezmerson. Is that the other one?
No, Klezmerson was an old one that was just.
That's another album.
Yeah, but that was just instrumental, and then you put some lyrics in it.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun, man. Check it out. That's on YouTube too, man. Then you can tell me if you like me singing or you prefer me sitting here smoking weed.
Yeah.
I could do both. I'm like multi-talented like that. Check it out. Check it out. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, ooh. Look at that.
But yeah, we had some fun.
Definitely.
It had
We're going to
some
have
fun.
more fun. We're going to get the band back together.
The 25-piece.
Yes, all of them.
That's a hard job, yeah. Like you were saying, like if you're the leader and you have to manage all of that, 25 people, dude, to be in one place.
Yeah, the thing
No,
is.
to write the music for all of them.
Yeah, to
Oh,
write the
my-
music and to.
It's crazy, dude. I don't know what's in there, man. I don't know how he does it. Ay, my voice.
Oy, me. No. The thing is to try to contain, no, because there were people who understood, like Marvin and everyone, that this is a project that needs to be contained. But there's a lot of people who just were like.
It's egos. It's very hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's
And
super
now
hard.
this brings me back to the 4-piece musicians that we are now. It's much easier and enjoyable. It doesn't sound the way it sounded with 25, but it sounds big also because it's like a rock and roll band.
And you can always get local musicians,
Exactly,
to play
exactly.
because he's already got everything written. So
Exactly.
it's like I need to get me a saxo, a trumpet, and a trombone, and I'm happy. And boom, here you go. This is what you're gonna play.
Exactly. We traveled to Milan a few years ago, and I did that. I just had the trumpet part, the trombone part, and I went there. And you know what? Do you know any good trumpet player? And
Of
yeah,
course.
here, there you go. And they were amazing players, and it sounded amazing. And it was way easier to travel. It's not that expensive for all the.
Because that's another thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration. I mean, if you have a big band, you have to pay airline, hotel, food. I mean, for everyone.
And they don't do that anymore, eh?
Exactly.
It changed. Now it's changed completely. If you have a 4-piece band, it's easier.
Definitely.
They go, oh, absolutely.
That's why DJs became so popular.
Mm-hmm. You have to fly one guy,
you
two
fly
guys.
maybe two, maybe three because his girlfriend wants to come along. But it's a big difference. I mean, there's a lot of like the big ska bands. I don't know how they do it. They probably charge like, well, give us $500 because it's so expensive to get them there. Yeah. They're like 18 musicians in a ska band. It's like you gotta fly everybody, stick everybody in a hotel.
When we went to Toronto, we were like 10 musicians, 10, and they paid for everybody there,
and we were hooked up, man. They were nice to us.
Yeah, they were nice to us. I think so.
I remember. It was nice. It was a nice hotel. We were walking distance from where we played.
There was a lot of beautiful women, a lot of good weed. Oh, Gewalt.
Talking about weed, what's your relationship with weed, man?
My relationship
with the plant.
Oh, this guy, he started everything when we were young. No, that's not true. I started before. No, I started smoke weed when I was young. When I was like 17, I think, 16, 17. It was the 90s.
Def Leppard, was it cool?
I was born in 1975 also. I'm 45 years old. But
so you were in college, or no? What did you say? 18? Is that what you said?
18. No, I was in ¿cómo se dice? High school.
High school, yeah.
High school, no?
That's it.
Very high school.
Very high school.
Very high school.
I was in very high school.
Yeah.
So how was the weed back then? Mexico City, right? You were in high school in Mexico City.
Mexico City, yes.
That's the problem.
No, it was really, really strong. I think. We traveled. We used to travel to the beaches here, to Cipolite, to Mazunte, to all those
hippie beaches,
and to go there and smoke and everything. And I smoked not that much, but when we met I went to study music in LA. I met Marvin, and obviously we started smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking and smoking.
Musicians Institute, everybody. Mm-hmm. You can't smoke inside, but it's a cool school. We had a blast.
It's still working?
Yeah.
Is it still open?
It's still open.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It is.
And now that cannabis is legal, imagine that.
Oh my goodness! Let's go study again.
No, but we were studying, and sometimes we didn't even go to school. I remember that we were just like, let's not go there. Oh, anyway.
Yeah, when you gotta know when to do it. It's not something that you should start when you're too young, because it does. I mean,
makes you lazy.
It makes you lazy. Definitely, I agree. It's definitely something that you should already be a little more mature and have lived a little and had a couple of beers and maybe a whiskey and a mezcal, and then, hey man, I'm gonna try. But definitely I agree. We were young, and it makes you lazy. That's for sure. Yeah. And you eat a lot of munchies and you just hang out and watch TV and
you have to be mature. No, we were not mature. I was not mature at all. I used to abuse absolutely
the plant.
The plant, yes. And I kept smoking for many, many years, and suddenly I stopped.
Yeah.
I just stopped.
Then he lost his hair after that.
Yeah, I had to stop. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think it happens with everyone, and like you're saying, I think that's just a phase that every young person is gonna go, whether it's alcohol, or it's weed. Mm-hmm. Because dude, I used to drink a lot of alcohol when I was in college and after high school. So, but that went away, dude. I don't even drink anymore. Like I don't like to get drunk anymore. So, he's also with cannabis.
He's hallucinating already.
Yeah.
I've been blowing this in his face, and he's already hallucinating.
Just from the secondhand smoke.
Yeah.
What do you see? Is it the cat or something? It's the cat. It's like cat playing music or whatever. It's a really old cat that is cool though. That is around here. Is it old?
No, I don't know.
He's disrespecting.
He's not even your cat.
It's not my cat.
He's the cat.
I don't know if I like him or not.
He brings dead birds.
I know. He wants me to like him, he brings dead birds and
for your approval. That's right.
I know, but I'm not a cat person, you know, and I appreciate the gifts.
What kind of person are you?
I'm a kind of person that doesn't like cats, I think.
Do
dogs.
you like anything?
I like music.
I like my kids and my wife. That's it.
I don't know if I like my kids.
Sometimes.
Sometimes I like
It
them.
depends.
No,
You have two beautiful kids, man, and a beautiful wife, and
a dog.
And you have a dog.
I do.
That's your favorite member of the family.
Absolutely.
I agree with you, man.
What type of dog do you have?
A dashhound.
Okay.
A weenie dog.
A little wiener
And that's
schnitzel.
because of him, because he
I had Bono.
he had one of these weenie dogs, and I wanted one always.
His name was Bono Shlomo. May he rest in peace.
Yes.
He was part of the Funky Jews. Yeah, we did videos with him. He was
You
famous.
were like, roll over, roll over.
He did everything. Dude. He was so smart.
Yeah,
He was
and I have one.
What's his name?
Olivia.
Olivia. Olivia la salchicha.
That sounds very nasty.
Sorry about that.
But yeah, I'm not very much into cats. Are you?
No, I mean, I just saw the cat. You know, he looks like, you know, I thought it was yours. You know, he looks like a nice cat, right?
He
Looks
came
like
Oh, he's a
here.
very
like
nice
a quality
actually.
cat.
Oh no, and he doesn't,
doesn't
like
look like
go
a
at
street
you
cat.
or
Yeah.
you know he likes to be pet and stuff and he purrs. So
Yeah.
So I have a question. Do you live here in this house, or is this just
No,
studios?
this is just this house is many studios,
Okay.
exactly.
and each one of us rent a little piece of it. This is the larger studio,
Okay.
and each studio,
It's not about the size, Benny.
it's everything is about the size, but they lie. And then each one of us, it's like a audio co-working kind of place, no?
Yeah.
Because everybody does everything
Like different stuff, no?
stuff from audio. Some guys downstairs do like commercial music, commercial like for commercials. not
Yeah.
for,
For ads and
ads
stuff.
and stuff, yes. And then the guy downstairs do mixes, mixing for cinema, like
Okay.
Dolby 5.1 and that kind of
Órale.
mixing. And then there's the guy in front of me that he does like post productions and cleaning dialogues, and so everyone, and I do music, no? So if they have a job, they call me and I do the music, or if I do,
Yeah, of course.
and they call me and I need
That's
post production, and I call this guy, and we help each other, no?
That's
So
pretty good,
It's
yeah.
like a big audio production house, but each one of us is independent. It's not like the same company.
Exactly.
Okay.
What's the name of the studio, of your studio?
Caja Acústica.
Yeah. La
La
Caja
Acoustic
Acústica.
Box.
How can we find it? On the website or no? On
No,
Instagram?
no.
You're too big for that.
Yeah.
It's like I'll
I
meddle with the
transcended.
kids.
No,
yeah.
I stopped the
I
social media.
transgendered. I mean transcended.
Transgendered it because
My first beard.
I sell myself. I promote myself as a musician, not as the studio.
Exactly.
So
Yeah, like you
can-
said, the studio's for you.
the studio is for me. I have my website for my music, and that's what I offer, my music. It's not like the studio. It's obviously open for anyone who wants to record, but it's not something I promote.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, anyone who wants to know more and listen to Benny's music, it's definitely Klezmerson.
That's with a Z. Klezmerson. You're going to love it.
It's amazing. It's very original music. It's very crazy. It's very fun. And yeah, you mentioned two guys that definitely it reminds me of that. You know, of Mr. Bungle, Frank Zappa, and you know, but with that klezmer punch.
And we had the honor to travel and to tour with those guys, you know, and to play with those guys. And that's crazy because we were like huge fans when we were teenagers,
Oh,
and we
definitely.
listened to their music, and I got the honor to play with those guys and to travel to go to in the same stages and that kind of things.
What a great experience.
That's a
man.
great experience, yes.
Humbling.
Yeah, I mean, who knows, no? Who knows what life brings you, no? Who knows? Nobody knows.
Well, I think some people know.
And they're the ones that are.
The Space Federation.
Yeah, the Space Federation. You got that right.
It's the Space Federation.
God
And
damn
the
it.
UFOs that you haven't seen, but I know.
Amy's right. We're gonna have to go to Wajaki.
Oh well, I wanna see a UFO.
Let's go to Wajaki.
What is that?
What's that?
Wajaki, where AB is. Wajaki with the X. Wajaki. What's it called? Where the beach is. Where there's Mazunte and all that. It's Waxaki. Waxaka.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Oaxaca.
Coño, vale. That's why he doesn't smoke anymore, because he's already like naturally
Keep
stoned.
smoking, man.
You're naturally stoned. I'm a genius.
Well, don't they say that mountain here is not a mountain, it's the volcano. That there's a lot of aliens there, right? That volcano is right
Popocatépetl.
here. Popocatépetl, yeah.
Yeah,
They
try to
say
say
that.
that.
Popocatépetl. And say Iztaccíhuatl.
That was even weirder. Where's that one at?
Right next to it.
Is Puebla.
But
Yeah,
it has a
they're-
different name, right? It has an easy name. It has a long
Popo.
name. But
Yeah,
and
there
the
you
other
go.
one?
Popo and Isla.
Isla.
Isla. Oh.
It's in Puebla.
It's an abbreviation because of the people that can't pronounce it.
Yeah. But I don't know why they see this.
It's gorgeous. Puebla's right around the corner.
Yeah.
I love Puebla.
Yeah.
It's very nice, and the two. Yeah. What?
What?
You talking to him? No, we're busy. Yeah, come back later. Thank you.
No.
Scary.
I'll have whatever you're having. dude.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's nothing. Because he did not smoke. He doesn't want to smoke.
Imagine when I smoke,
Exactly.
how I get.
Yeah, people like that,
We don't need anything.
like Patton and like Zappa and like Schwartz, they don't need drugs. They're just naturally drugged.
No,
Yeah,
it's just like.
Oh yeah, it's good. Yeah, no after effects, Yeah. I'm kind of worried about that getting my vaccination because I don't know where it's coming from. 2 weeks later, are you good, Marvin? Yeah, I'm fine, man. I'm fine, man. I feel good. Fucking brain freeze. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, in Cholula, there's an amazing place called Yazatlan. Have you heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Have you been there?
It's awesome.
It's awesome, and we play there a lot.
Oh, like a place to. Okay.
It's
Like the Zinco here in the Centro that I told you that's close to your house. You should go check out one
yeah.
day when it's back in action.
Yeah.
But this one in Puebla is
Yeah, it's great.
fantastic.
And they have a place here in Mexico City also, but the original one is in Cholula.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really nice place. We always go there and play, and it's really nice.
Cholula special because it's a college town.
Yeah.
Everyone that lives there goes to that huge university.
Yeah.
And it's nice. It's a very young community, and they definitely like to have a good time.
Yeah, I was there
It's-
a month ago, and I was in Cholula, and you see, I like the view. You see like the both volcanoes.
Oh,
It's
it's
super
beautiful,
nice.
dude.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, and actually, where you see a big church
It's a
underneath
pyramid.
it, it's a pyramid, dude.
Yeah, that's
It's
great.
And
a-
it's actually the one with the biggest base,
It's the largest pyramid in Mexico.
There you go. But it's a mountain.
Yeah.
It's not discovered, but there's a little part that they've uncovered that you can actually go in, and it's amazing, dude.
Yeah, because if they uncover it, they have to destroy the church.
Which I will be okay
They
with.
should.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Because
too.
that's what the church people did. They came and they put it on top of there and said, "Hey, we conquered you bastards."
Yeah,
That's
but
so why just take it off, man. That happened
where-
already, man.
Where should where should be the base of this Space Federation? No, so,
Well, they can go to the Egypt one.
Well,
They can go to Merida.
They have a lot of space where they could move that, actually. I'd like to see what's under that.
I think it's gonna be one of those pyramids that is the same as all the pyramids we've seen in Mexico.
they're not all the same, Benny.
Yeah. They are like shaped like.
Then you haven't been to Uxmal.
I have. No, I love to go there, and I love these kind of places, but They all look the same.
Yeah, it's like when I was in Israel, I was with my Uncle Meyer, and he kept saying,
We're gonna go see more Stones?
because, there's a lot of old stuff as well in Israel, and it's like,
Now we're going to Caesarea. It's gonna look just like Jerusalem. It's a bunch of stones.
And he's right.
Yeah.
yeah, it's gorgeous. It's definitely worth going, but yeah, after a while, you're like, I don't want to see any more stones, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
Or do you remember the first time you smoked weed?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
do. I remember the first time I smoked weed.
Was it a good experience or a bad one?
It was a non-experience. It
Oh.
was a non-feeling experience.
I've heard those.
Uh-huh. It was like the first 3 or 4 times that I smoked weed, I felt nothing and I thought something was wrong with me.
Your endocannabinoid system is broken.
Yeah, I thought that was something wrong with me and that there was some kind of signal from God saying to
From
me...
the Federation.
Yeah, from the Space Federation. That's it. Stop. We are from the Space Federation.
This is not for you.
But this is like this.
Oh, this is not for you.
It sounds like the what's called the Scientology. It sounds like
It
a
sounds kinda
Scientology
like that.
story.
Okay, you said the name. I have to press this key.
Autodestruction commences in 30,
C minor.
29. You can't say that word on YouTube. You can't say...
Okay, guys.
Come on in.
You got us.
No, I honestly thought that
You couldn't get high.
no, but I couldn't get high, and I really thought that there was some kind of divine message saying to me, "You're messing this up. Stop. You shouldn't be smoking. Don't be an idiot.
You're a
Stop.
terrible person
Yeah,
for smoking
you're a
that.
drug addict. Look at you. Oh
Junkie.
no, you smoked weed. Oh my god.
Now you're going to
Oh,
do coke and
obviously you've
heroin and crack.
no.
Oh,
This is the end. I knew it. You had to smoke. Look.
Now look what you've done.
Okay, you won't feel anything, but don't do it again. Oh no, there comes the second time. Oh no, the second.
The shame monster.
Yeah.
The shame monster.
Yeah.
And
How
then
many times? And then like number 5?
like number 5, 6, 7, 8, and then I met you. Like
That's that California bud.
no, but
Well, it was a different experience because you were also not at home. You were like in a different country.
no, but I smoked in a nude beach in Mexico with my friends.
doesn't get better than
It
that,
doesn't
man.
get it better than that. I was with a lot of beautiful girls, and we were.
And
like-
everyone was high except you?
Yeah, I don't know. I was freaked out. I was like, I smoked weed. Oh no, I smoked weed.
See, this is what happens when they talk for 100 years. They lie about a plant to our grandparents and our parents, and then they freak you out when you're a kid, and then you try it, and it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Oh my god, I'm going to hell. I'm
And my
going to hell.
sister gave it to me. That's what I remember now. She was like, "Oh, here you go." I was like, if she gave it to me,
She's a
it
cool
must be
sister.
good. No?
Of course.
It
You
might-
have
my
to trust your
sister.
sister. Oy,
Yes.
oy, she's going to give you a slapping, Benny.
Yeah.
She gave you the good stuff.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I like your sister. She's a good woman.
Yeah.
She's my neighbor.
Oh, really?
Yep, we live close by.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
She's good friends with my buddy Isaac Gindi. They went to school together.
Really?
Yeah.
But the thing is, I had really great experiences smoking, and really bad experiences smoking. To be honest.
Yeah.
And you decided to stop.
Yeah, the bad experiences were really.
They weighed more than the good ones.
I think so. I don't know if is everything with life is like that. I don't know if with you guys, but you remember the bad stuff, and the good stuff is like really good stuff, but the maybe it's my point of view. But the
Well-
bad stuff, when you remember something that happened really bad, is like you don't want to go there anymore.
That's called
And-
guilt.
yeah.
No, it's not guilt, because the bad stuff happened to me like when I was way older, and I knew exactly when I was smoking. It's just like did something weird to my brain, and I don't know what I was smoking. That's the other thing. When you get things to smoke that you don't know what you're smoking,
That's the beauty of
that's the
legalization.
beauty of legalization. Exactly, that you know what you're smoking. When they give you something that you don't know what you're smoking, and you're smoking something ultra strong, and you're someone like me that is very, very sensitive. I'm super sensitive. If I smoke just like a little bit, I get high like that just in 1 second. And they gave me something like
super strong
soup for elephants or whatever, I don't know. And the experience.
What's the name of this strain? It's called ketamine. Here.
It's super gay.
It's 99.9% indica. Here, try it.
Where does it come from? From the Space Federation.
What's this SF4?
Oh, it's San Francisco. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Oh, are you sure about that?
We know what it really stands for.
No, but going back to what you were saying, I have gotten like it's actually you can get like schizophrenia out of it.
Oh, definitely.
And in Colorado, last time I went, shit's so high now. Like
It has like
28% THC. I'm sorry, or 100%. If you get just the extract or the dabs, and there was a time when like maybe for a whole week, I started like I wasn't hallucinating, but I could feel like there was something wrong with like the way I was thinking, and I was like. Well, actually, how you were like turning around and things like that. I started like getting that, and I was like, dude, that's not right. So I stopped doing it for like like a month and a half, and then I've never and now I don't like to smoke anything unless I bought it, because I want to make sure what am I even when it's legal, I want to be like, what's the percentage?
A lot of people, it happens, and a lot of people like we've spoken about before. That's why there's a phrase, even though it's not a nice one, but it's called drug of choice. And it's not for everyone. Yeah. And that's why nowadays you have CBD and all the other extracts, or components that they've been finding out about this amazing plant that you don't have to get stoned. Shut the fuck up. You don't have to get stoned, and that's kind of cool.
Man, I think this shit hit Benny. That's awesome.
Yeah, I like these because they don't leave a smell.
They get you high when you're sitting next to someone that's using it. You want some? You want to hit that? Let me know, man.
But I like flower, dude. I'm a flower guy, and what you were saying, definitely. I've smoked stuff that's that hits me the wrong way before legalization. Like here, it's not legal, but I do know where I'm getting my flower from, and I'm waiting still for so I can grow my own plants at home. That I'm really waiting for that. I can't wait to be able to legally do that, and not even eventually when they legalize, if there's some great dispensaries with some cool products, I'm gonna go and consume because I like that stuff. But I'd love to have my own plants, know exactly what I'm smoking. No middlemen. You just grow it. You know what you're growing, and I think that makes a big difference in how it affects you when you smoke or however you take your THC, because there's a lot of strong stuff out there.
Yeah,
definitely, and there's a lot of bad stuff, that has stuff that it's not supposed to have, pesticides or heavy metals or all that kind of stuff. That that's another good part of the legalization. Someone controls and they make sure that it's quality. And I think that should be like that for everything.
Yeah.
You don't like heavy metal?
I like heavy metal, but not the one that you smoke. I love heavy metal, though, the music. Yes. Yes. But there's heavy metals that you smoke and you die. It's bad.
Okay. What's the other good thing about legalization that we haven't spoken about? It's like you have kids. So it's like a lot of people that don't want their kids to do drugs, they just don't talk about it. Because, it's illegal. So they just like, they might talk about alcohol or all the legal ones. But when it becomes, they're just like, yo, just don't do it. They don't tell them anything about it. Just don't do those.
That's bad.
But once cannabis becomes legal, then more people are open to talk about it to their kids.
It's funny that you mentioned that. That's a topic that I struggle a lot about, because I do have kids. My wife smokes also. She smokes, I think, more than I do. because I don't, and she does. And
She smokes what? Cigarettes?
no, weed.
The good old cannabis.
Mhm.
That's good.
I
man.
mean, not constantly, but when
She
we have,
enjoys her.
yeah. And
She's a yoga instructor, correct?
she's a yoga instructor, yes. And I mean, she's not constantly smoking, but when there's someone smoking and offers, no, she smokes, and we used to smoke together also. I mean, we're open. I mean, but the thought of when you have kids, how to deal with that, you know?
Yeah.
How do you deal with kids that are gonna find themselves
Well, I
in
think
front of? I mean, it's something that it's not gonna be forbidden,
Mhm.
but you want them to be safe and you want them to be
that's why it's better to talk about it.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
as
definitely.
open
It's
as
like
possible.
alcohol. You know, you're not gonna. I mean, it's legal.
Yeah.
They're gonna see it everywhere, and they're gonna see it as like, this guy gets really funny when he has a couple of.
And
you know,
you
so
see
have
and
to
you
be
see
able
all
to
the
talk.
movies, all the series in Netflix, all the movies now, and everybody's smoking on all these series.
It's true. It's
and
true.
they see that.
Yeah.
Of course.
And they ask me all the time, "Oh, what you smoking a joint?" Yeah, they are 12 years old, 10 years old, and they know.
They know, that's
perfectly.
what I-
When I was 10 or 12, I didn't know.
Yeah, we
I
played
saw
with
that
GI
and-
Joes.
Yeah,
you know,
I
like,
didn't- I saw that and I didn't know anything.
Yeah.
But they never told me anything. The first time I
because
saw
it
a
was
joint,
so taboo.
Yeah.
That
Do
that's
you
what
remember yourself at 10, 12? It's
Oh,
like
dude, I was still playing like,
when they
what's
told you
this?
about weed or whatever. I mean, I don't. You
No,
you grew up in the U.S.
Yeah.
But
No, they
in-
never told me, dude.
No, but in Mexico or in Venezuela, I don't know in Venezuela, but in Mexico it was like,
Yeah.
Never heard
all
of
right,
it.
never heard of it,
No,
never
no.
saw it. No, it's
Sin Semilia? No, never
No.
heard of that. That's not a Spanish word. What are you talking about? That's an American word. Sin Semilia.
Well, that's why they started using sensi.
Yeah.
Sensi seeds. Like, so.
Because they can't pronounce anything correctly in the States. That's why. No, I'm just joking.
But
But
I
in-
see them, and they see all these movies, all these series, and they know exactly,
Yeah.
and they know that this is harmless thing, and they see these THC products, and they see,
Yeah.
It's present, and you just talk about it, and you know they're still very young, you know. But yeah, once they start becoming teenagers, it's not gonna be like, oh, you.
no,
you
they all
mama.
smoke. They all smoke now. I know because I have.
Oh, they all have these like the
Yeah,
the
they-
vapes
everybody
is-
with
dealer.
the flavors and.
He's like, I know because I have the same dealer. And like,
I know because I sell this kind of.
I know.
products.
I am the head honcho here.
I stopped smoking. but
You
I
need
just-
this? You contact me.
No, but it's an interesting topic.
yeah, and that's why I was bringing it up, because legalization makes people talk about it more. You know, it doesn't become taboo, and people go like, okay, well, here's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and actually the facts and the science, you're gonna tell your kids, alcohol and tobacco that have been legal for 100 years before they legalized now it's 101 years, is actually more harmful than cannabis.
Yeah.
And with cannabis, you also have the medicine, and you can make buildings and homes and clothing and,
And
books
music
and
and
music
bulbs and
You can, and bongs and pipes and matchmaker, make me a match.
and cell phones and cameras and
everything out of hemp. They're even making batteries out of hemp now.
okay.
By lithium. We don't need you no more. They don't stop.
Please keep it down. He's watching the soccer game.
There's a lot of reflections.
Are they saying goodbye?
Yeah.
All right, man. So that's it, man. They're saying goodbye. That's it. This is the Weedkend Show podcast. I'm Marvin Weisman.
I'm sorry.
This is my bunny.
Benjamin.
Bunny. Benny.
Bunny.
Benjamin Shwartz, everybody. Check out Klezmerson. We're going to enjoy here in the studio with my buddy Benny for a while. Thank you for watching. See you next time.
Peace.